What is up, everybody? Hello, welcome back to the stream. It's good to be back. And I have not forgotten about Super Mario RPG. I will be getting back to that, I promise. It's not like when I said I'd be getting back to Donkey Kong Country 3 and then promptly swore that I probably wouldn't because I was kind of getting burned out on it. But I will be getting back to it, probably not the next stream. Next stream I actually want to do a Bayonetta 2 D-Rust. Because we have people in the Bayonetta Discord who are starting to run and practice the game. We're getting a lot of questions. So it's good to kind of keep my skills back up for it. Also, I'm being fueled currently by the power of Evan Williams whiskey. So that definitely helps with my pain level quite a lot. So I'm actually able to function. I'm not drunk, but I'm able to function a little more, take a little more of the edge off, which is not the best thing to be doing when you need back surgery, but kind of left without any options, to be honest. On the 8th of July, coming up in 6 days, it is the appointment I'll be finding out if I will be having a back fusion or not. And based everything previously with the surgeon, fingers crossed he should say, yes, let's get you scheduled for a date to get your back fused. Worst case scenario is they have to burn out the nerves in my back and then try to put a stimulator in or some other nonsense before finally fusing it. But we'll see how that goes. But enough of that nonsense. Tonight is not about me complaining about my back or anything like that. We are going to be playing, we by me, and of course interactivity is greatly welcomed on this, some classic point-and-click adventures, and two of them that I think are really great. The first thing I'll be playing is Full Throttle Remastered, and the second will be Grim Fandango Remastered as well. So we switch to scene, we're going to see a black screen while I launch the game. And turn this down. This game is on sale right now for the Steam Summer Sale. It cost me a total of $2.24. So it is like dirt cheap. And it's been remastered, and I'm not really a fan of the remastered, but I'll leave the graphics on for it, and I'll switch a little bit later into it just to show you the differences for it. Oops, wrong button. Here we go. Okay, everything looks good still. So this is my favorite, hands down, of the point-and-click adventure games from the LucasArts. So let's see what we got here. Okay, there we go. Open options, double check these. Okay, so you can put art on either remastered or classic. I really don't like remastered. I don't, but I'll just leave it on for now, just so we can show you. You can actually switch back and forth when you want to. There's actually... This is Full Throttle around it, indeed. This is the remastered one, which I'm not a fan of what they did to the graphics. But it is the remastered one. I bought it off of Steam Summer Sale for $2.24 total. So here we go, controls. Switch render mode. Okay, so F1. So you can actually switch on the fly from the remastered smear graphics to the classic ones. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I'll leave it on for a little bit. I'll just kind of switch back and forth here and there, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to be doing Full Throttle. And also be playing Grim Fandango as well. Alright, so let's see... New game. And for Star Wars fans, Mark Hamill does the voice in this game.
Whenever I smell asphalt...
Kinda, wasn't really intentional though.
That's the last sensation I
So
had.
I'm just like, yeah, this game's dirt cheap. I love it, I haven't played it like a couple years.
And the first thing I saw when I woke up was her face. She said she'd fix my bike.
There we go.
No strings attached. I should have known then that things were never that simple.
Oh, T. Wallace, I think it's on there.
When I think of Marine, I think of two things.
You'll put my German skills to the test. I haven't spoken German in like years, but...
Rip Burger, you're dumber than dirt.
Oh, Mr. Corley, if you'd only listen.
If you'd only give into the dark side.
I know your plan, Rip Burger. You're waiting for me to die so you can take over my company.
That's horrible.
I miss the double down sandwich, to be honest, T. Wallace. I thought that was the best thing KFC had in years.
You, Rip.
But
you have
yeah, the
business
Cheetos
know-how
sandwich,
and
I don't know, my
killer
dad wants to
instincts
try
that I
it, so
respect.
maybe I'll get one in a day or two just to try it out.
But this latest idea of yours, riding up to our
I'm sorry you guys are
shareholders'
getting
meeting like
ads. I
them
mean,
a
it's
bikers?
something that I wish I didn't
Who do
have
you think you're
Twitch
fooling?
do, because it's not my thing to do it.
It's good PR to be seen
They don't really throw that on everyone who is affiliated.
What do you know about our customers, Adrian? You've never even been on a bike.
Well, you know I'd be on one right now, sir, if it weren't for my...
Yeah, so these are the remastered graphics,
condition.
and that's what it originally looked
your
like.
ears are fine. It's what's between them that scares me.
Ooh, chicken and waffles is awesome. It was like Jim Gaffigan did this great skit. Well, Patton Oswalt did too. But I remember, I think it was Jim Gaffigan who did it. He was talking about the KFC, like, was it the everything bowls, like mashed potatoes, corn, and chicken, and gravy? And just like, throw all the crap in a bowl, and it's delicious. It really is.
Step on it. Let's find out who they are.
But the Double Down, I absolutely love the Double Down sandwich. It was like Patton Oswalt said, it was like the most Caligula sandwich ever. You had to burn yourself to eat it. Yeah, okay, it was Patton Oswalt, because I remember, like, Gaffigan also did a KFC setup, but I couldn't remember who had done what. Ooh, that's a good one. Well, the thing is, also, like, you know, if you're on PC, let me know how the audio is, too, by the way. I know it's, like, loud music right now, but if you're on PC, I have uBlock on, which is a free extension for Chrome, uBlock Origin. It stops Twitch ads cold. But, like, if you're on mobile, then you're hosed, unfortunately. Like, Rift Tracks. Oh, God. It's like, I used to watch Rift Tracks' Twitch channel, and I can't watch it on mobile anymore, because they literally run ads every 4 minutes. You can set a stopwatch to it. Every 4 minutes, they run an ad, and it's not Twitch doing it. It is them themselves. Okay, audio is perfect, so 2 people, confirmation. Sweet. Thank you, guys. And when this gets uploaded to YouTube, this is going to be copyright hit so many times, because I actually put up a comparison video when this came out, like side by side with the original and this. And it got hit like 7 times for music. Yeah, failure pile in a sadness bowl. They sent me a bobblehead. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to mean. B left. I can't believe that YKB actually had YKBot going. Tootsie Wallace. I forgot. I actually didn't look at her screen. Like, I didn't check out her channel at all during GDQ. So I figured she'd host it, but to run YKBot, normally you have to stream, so that's pretty cool that it was going along with it. It was actually working.
Hey, Ben. You know, Ben, we're broke.
Yeah.
And if some cash doesn't come our way soon, we're in big
How
trouble.
are we paying for this alcohol?
Relax. I have a feeling something's coming our way. Something big.
It's like, oh, it's like Wurzel's the only one who can mess with YKBot.
This place is bikers only.
Bots can only mess with bots.
All right. Who's the guy that drove over my car?
I'm going to like listen to like the audio for this, because there is like behind the scenes stuff,
What could possibly...
just to see if the original art was this wide or if they had to extend it, because it's a 4x3 game, because widescreen monitors didn't exist in like 95, I think this was 95, 96.
But improbable. More likely he's boring them to death with some tale of the glory days.
But Malcolm, isn't that illegal?
Not back then, it wasn't.
All the heroin I could do, it was great.
What do you ride with these days?
He rides with me. Although I'm sure he'd much rather be riding with your little club.
I told you to wait out in the limo, Ripburger.
I thought you might like some help with your sales pitch, sir.
Sales pitch?
Yes, we have come here today to offer you and your men employment. Mr. Corley requires an escort to the annual Corley Motors shareholders meeting.
Does Does this look like an escort service to you?
A male escort service.
Not interested.
You're not a cop, are you?
It's fairly obvious that you could use the money.
Listen, I said we're not for rent. The polecats are not goons for hire.
Not even if it were Malcolm Corley's dying wish.
Rip Burger, that does it. I'm gonna...
Hold on there, Malcolm. If you don't mind, I'd like to step outside with Mr.
We're gonna put you in the middle while we talk.
Excellent idea. And the doctor says he only has a few months to live.
Oh god, this looks so much better.
He's not just a nice guy. He's also the last motorcycle maker in the country.
So I'm excited for the new Psychonauts game. Not really, to be honest. I bought the original game when it came out, and like nobody else on the planet pretty much did at the time.
No doubt.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good, and it's kind of cool to see if they're making a sequel, but I'm not like hyped up about it, gonna buy it on day one. I'll probably wait for it to go on sale. We'll have to see. But I'll play it. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna play it, but I'm not like hyped up for it, but it's something I'm definitely gonna be checking out. I like the first game a lot. It was pretty good.
Well, I'd like to make you just one.
When you play it now, however, it doesn't hold up too well. Like the gameplay style and everything. It was you can tell it's a game of the time of like the early 2000s. You know, the control scheme and how everything's laid out. So that's like kind of a weird thing to get over. Same thing for Beyond Good and Evil. That game's wonky to play at first too. Yes, Tim Schafer made this game. He made Grim Fandango. I think he did Day of the Tentacle. I'm not sure, but he also did Psychonauts as well.
As a matter of fact, he's gone on ahead to scout out the route.
He did?
Well then, let's roll 'em, boys. Yahoo! Corville, here we come.
Alright, so I will leave it up to you guys in chat, and anyone who may be lurking. If you want to come out of lurk mode for a second to answer this and go back and lurking, that's fine too. As I said, lurkers, and always say lurkers are always welcome to my stream. But should I leave it on Remastered, or should I put it into 4x3 normal mode? I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. Now, this is funny because I'm playing this on PC. I actually do own it for the PlayStation 4, but it gives you the PS4 controller right off. I guess they based the PC version off of the PlayStation 4. Alright, so this is remastered graphics. And this is the classic. Actually, I'll show you guys something I made a while ago. Give me 1 second. There we go. We'll save the game just to make sure. Okay, so I actually made this video when it came out. I actually got myself a pirated copy at the time just to try it out real fast, see what it was like. And then put it on my wish list, and it just came on sale except for like $2, so it's dirt cheap on Steam right now. You can pick it up. But I made a side-by-side video comparison to show you what it's like for the difference. So the weird thing about this is that they actually changed the sync. Like certain scenes play faster or slower, and both audio is playing at the exact same time, so you'll hear like speech line up great, but certain things are off. Like Corley, all his speech are timed the same, but then they adjusted Mark Hamill's like Ripburger lines to play faster in some parts and slower in others. It's really kind of weird. Let me put this up here real fast. Desktop to show you guys. Let me jump through to a little bit faster to the car conversation. You'll see what I'm talking about. Here we go. And desktop. Kablamo. Let's see how this goes for sound.
And trouble.
Rip Burger, you're dumber than...
There we go. Okay, so yeah, so check this out. On the left is the remastered version. On the right is the classic.
Mr. Corley, if only...
And these are timed up correctly. Like, listen to this.
I know your plan, Rip Burger. You're waiting for me to die so you can take over my company.
That's horrible. I am not waiting for you to die.
You know I've never liked you, Rip. But you have business know-how and killer instincts that I respect.
Why, thank you, sir.
But this latest idea of yours...
Actually opens his eyes in the classic version.
With a gang of bikers?
There we go.
Who do you think you're fooling?
The shareholders, sir. It's good PR to be seen hobnobbing with real Corleone's customers.
And like I said, why they messed with like Ripburger's lines and the timing, I don't know. It's really weird, but other than that, everything is exactly the way it was before. Hopefully you guys could see that. Oh, you can't see it, just the save screen. Ah, bummer. But you guys can hear it at least. Alright, so let me try this again. I'll just do it for like about 10 seconds. Let's see. And where's my full throttle? There we go. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I'll just play it for about 20 seconds or so. For whatever reason, like I said, Ripburger's lines they're screwed up with, but, you know, Corley, all of his stuff is spot on. And if you have headphones in, left is the remastered, right is the original, just like how I have the screen laid out.
I know your plan, Ripburger. You're waiting for me to die so you can take over my company.
That's horrible. I am not waiting for you to die.
You know I've never liked you, Rip. But you have business know-how and killer instincts that I respect.
Why, thank you, sir.
But this latest idea of yours, riding up to our shareholders' meeting with a gang of bikers? Who do you think you're fooling?
The shareholders, sir. It's good PR to be seen hobnobbing with real Corleone's customers.
It's just so weird. I don't know why they did that. To me, to this day, it still makes me go, why did they mess with this? Alright, full throttle. Back to the game. Okay, so dumpster. Let's get out of the dumpster. Resume. And audio back. There we go. Oh, we got 1 vote for classic, 1 for remastered. Alright, so we'll have to do a coin toss. Alright, so heads we'll do classic, and tails we will do remastered. I don't have a coin on me anymore because we're moving slowly, steadily towards a cashless society. Coin toss generator. Select a coin type. What happened to just straight off American quarter? Here we go. But what state? Alright. 1 flip of a coin. So here we go. So, once again here, so heads is classic, tails is remaster, flip. And it came up with heads. If you don't believe me, there we go. Coin flipper. You can see the exact same time, so I just didn't really do it right now because we're 20 seconds later. You would have heard me click again anyway because it gets picked up on this, so it is legit. We are doing the classic for now. But maybe we'll toss it up again a little bit. Alright, back to the game. Did I keep stalling? Alright, and game.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to bring up... Okay, so this is where we do... Go.
Some joker took my keys. I don't like that.
Haha. Is that a Mark Hamill joke? He played the Joker?
Open up. I fixed your door. It was sticky.
Look, I don't want no trouble. Just leave me out of this mess.
Can I lick him?
Looks like you're out of customers.
Yeah, your gang took off with those
So I thought it was the
well-dressed
first time I
gentlemen.
played as I'm like,
So
lick
what'll it be,
things?
Mac?
What?
I want to know who knocked me out.
Maybe you just passed out. You should learn to handle your liquor.
I think you're in on this whole bum deal.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it? What do you have?
Where'd everybody head off to?
What am I, the cruise director? Maybe they're up on the Lido deck. You want something?
I'm looking for my keys.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't drive a car.
You gonna order something?
No,
It won't let me do any other options, huh?
Order something?
no.
Okay.
You know what might look better on your nose?
What?
The bar. Now don't mess around with me.
All right, all right.
I really don't understand why people
Keys, but I
get
don't
that
know
pierced.
They had
Because,
guns.
oh my gosh,
They
there is
destroy
like
you as long as
major
possible.
nerve bundles running through there. That is
Why?
extremely painful.
I don't know. I overheard them say something about an ambush up the road.
What else?
Nothing, nothing. Look, man, here are your keys, all right? Oh, someone did say something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
They didn't do too good of a job there. But why ambush the polecats? I'd better get moving.
No, I didn't want you to do that. Stop moving. I think you can play the knife game here. No, it's not what I want to do. Yeah, I thought there was a way to play the knife game. Okay, it's just the keys.
The monitor doesn't have any controls.
Yeah, the signal was piped in from Kickstand National Headquarters.
Alright, we'll leave the bar. I don't know if I have to actually select the keys or not. We're gonna find out real quick. Nope. So the big thing for me about the classic version is that when you go high def like this, you lose so much details. I mean, you can see like the extra tracks there and stuff.
On the road.
This looks better.
I'm indestructible. No one can stop me. But they try.
Hey, ain't you the A#1 polecat honcho?
Yeah, and you're in my way.
Hey, Fro, I think that's your name. Yeah, this is my favorite point-and-click game.
The road, we own it.
Look, I'm serious.
And if you don't own this version, this is the Steam version, the Remastered. I'm just playing Classic right now. But, it's like, it cost me $2.24 total. So it is dirt cheap if you haven't picked this up yet, for whatever reason.
Come on, kitty. Let's get down. Don't give.
It's like Road Rash. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's like, I haven't played this game in a couple years. So I remember things that happened, but I might not remember like all the details of the puzzles. Rim Fandango I played like when that first got remastered a couple of years ago. I want to say about 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Did Tentacle I played? I don't remember like a single thing about it. I remember I liked it a lot. I can remember that much at least. Yeah, but for me this was like my top one. If I had to pick through any of the ones I've played, this is definitely it for me.
Something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
I have a plan.
They had guns.
Malcolm Corley's dying.
Something about an ambush up the road.
Lisa needs braces. Dental plan. It was fun. I mean, I've gone on this topic rant before, but basically, like, the 90s were, like, an amazing time for, like, innovation for video games across the board. PC, consoles, everything there, because you had all these big, humongous generational leaps in technology and processors and gameplay, and, like, no ideas were bad ideas. Like, if they wanted to make a weird new game, they would do it. You know, it's like now it's like everything has to be Battle Royale or it has to be whatever, you know, it's like whatever the big trend is. But back then they're just like, yeah, let's just do whatever we want.
And apparently a pretty good doctor as well. My name's Maureen.
My name's Ben.
I've heard that Thimbleweed Park is a good throwback to these type of games, but I haven't played it yet. I think I have it through Twitch, was it Twitch Prime?
Brought it back from the dead.
I'll have to take a look, so I'm pretty sure I own it.
Need a little help getting it finished though.
Who are you?
Maureen, remember? If that's too hard, maybe you should just stick with Mo.
Yeah, there's actually a YouTube guy I was watching. It's got like criminally low like subscriber count, but he was talking about like how he bought a Nintendo 64 and Mario 64 because he wanted to like relive nostalgia, and he just kind of realized it wasn't going to work because it was basically like he wanted to get excited like when the first time he played it, and you can't do that again. It's like going home after going many years. That you just can't really do that. Things are going to change and move on without you. So it's like the same way like when I tell people that the first time I played Mario 64, the Japanese version, I got it like 3 months ahead for the US release. It was such a mind-blowing thing, but it's something like I can tell other people about and they're just going to go, so what? It's one of those things you have to be a product of that time in order to understand. And for me, point-and-click games were one of those things at the time, basically. It's like it's something that fit the mold and was a product of its era, especially this game because it broke a lot of molds for the point-and-click. Days before games required 800 people and $4 million to develop. Oh, yeah, that was like, I think, yeah, Shenmue started the whole humongous thing about gigantic budgets. I mean, that was 99, it cost like $50 million to make. And now you have games like Grand Theft Auto 5 literally cost $500 million to make, and they made that money back in 2 days.
This an authorized Corley Service Center?
You could call this a Corley Service Center, but I don't have the official paperwork.
Ah, an illegitimate Corley operation.
I prefer to think of it as a renegade Corley operation.
This game also was supposed to have a sequel, and it got stuck in sequel hell. And I love this game, but honestly, I don't want to see a sequel for it because I don't think it really needs one. And I don't think all the stuff I read about what they were going to do just didn't sound like it'd be a fun game, which is why it never really got made.
Where'd you learn bikes?
I grew up working on them with my dad. One summer we did nothing but restore this old hardtail together. I mean, we scrubbed every bolt until it shined. But
hey, I just got welcome to my chat room.
So
I think Twitch is having problems. So if I'm missing anybody's chats, I do apologize. It is not my fault.
You live in
this time?
Well, Melonweed's not much of a town. What's left of it is sinking about a foot a year. People either learn to adjust or they leave, which is fine with me.
Not a people person?
I'm just better with toasters, that's all. You seem more concerned with me than your bike.
How's it look?
Looks better than it did, but you gotta help me out. The front forks are wasted, so you'll have to get some new ones. And someone stole my welding torch. Can you believe that? I can't finish without one. And last but not least, I patched up your ruptured gas tank, but you're out of fuel and I don't have any.
Where am I supposed to find all this stuff?
You can hack it, tough guy.
How am I supposed to find your torch?
I don't know, set up a dragnet. Still can't believe
Yeah,
someone
T-Well, it's
stole
like
my
Spyro,
torch.
I
Around
think,
here we
had
do
that
the
effect
thing
for a lot
like
of
that.
people. My ex-girlfriend, for her, Spyro was that gateway game for her. And for me, it was, like I said, Mario 64 was like the, oh my gosh, like, games are not going to be the same type deal. It's like, this is a brand new, mind-blowing stuff. Like I said, with Mario 64, my brother and I literally spent 30 minutes running around the front of the game, the outside of Peach's castle, before we even headed inside. Oh yeah. GoldenEye I was hyped up for a long
How am
time.
I gonna find new forks?
And it
Well,
finally
they have
came
to
out.
be
That was another
new,
major,
just not broken
big,
into
humongous change. Like I said, the
pieces. You
90s were
start by
great for
asking
game
Todd in the
innovation.
trailer across the
80s
way.
had some good
He
stuff
runs the
too, but like the
junkyard.
90s for me is where it jumped. Pardon me, because you literally went from 8 to 128-bit systems, if you think about it that way. Went from Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, was technically 89, but it still counted it in there. Then you had the PlayStation, Sega Saturn, you had 3DO in there, the CDI, which is like literally nobody had, Neo Geo. Then, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, 32X, which is a joke, I have that. And then the Dreamcast. You had like all these like systems going from like carts all the way to like 3D graphics in the time span of like 10 years. Yeah, and that's like the thing from my perspective at least, is that like games have kind of like, they don't really seem original. It seems like everything has to jump on the bandwagon now. Like everything has to be a battle royale game
Well,
or
there's a
shooter
whole
type
tower
deal.
full of it at the edge of town. I have this crazy irrational intuition that tells me maybe it's worth checking out.
Actually, I think I can handle it.
Good.
I don't have any money to pay you with.
Hey, this one's free. I haven't touched anything besides a toaster for so long. Getting my hands on your hog has really been a pleasure.
Ooh, is that a
thanks.
double entendre?
Sweat it.
Are you hitting on me?
Well, I'll let you get back to work.
I'm
I
not
don't
hearing a
really ask for
no.
anything.
Alright, so let's see.
Who's this?
Oh, that's me and my Uncle Pete. He took care of me after Dad split at this place he called the Mink Ranch. And when he died, he left it to me.
You're a mink farmer?
Nah, that place went belly up long before he died. But I still go back there whenever I need to get away for a while.
Yeah, it's like, it seems to be the big thing about like trying to copy 16-bit games, things like that. Like you have like the Messenger, games of that, like Shovel Knight, which are pretty good games. I didn't like the Messenger because it's got massive control issues for me. But they're trying to go back to that style, and it doesn't really seem to kind of mesh. But indies ones are trying to do that. They're trying to do like those throwback type stuff there and try to basically focus the people yours and my age, like in the 30s and 40s, like, hey, remember this stuff here? Like, remember these things? We'll play our new game.
Yeah, but don't worry. I wasn't trying to. I was just looking for some nice roadside disaster.
Oh yes, Battlezone in the arcade was pretty cool. It was Atari, I believe it was. And then, I forgot about this game. Actually, I have it, and then they re-released it in 98. Because my brother bought it, and that game was addicting as hell. Let me pull it up here. I'm pulling up my Steam list. It is... What's the official name of it? Battlezone 98 Redux. Redo! Yeah, that was really cool. They basically took, like, tank stuff like that to basically say, hey, remember, like, the Cold War? Well, actually, like, we were on the moon fighting Russians throughout our solar systems. So you're going around, you hunt down enemy bases, you gather resources. It's a ton of fun. I really need to play that on stream sometime. Thanks for reminding me of that stuff. But yeah, it was an improvement on that. But, I mean, it's just... It was a game like, almost nobody knew of. Descent was really cool on PC.
You want a picture of me bleeding?
Because that was like full 3D movement, which really blew my mind.
Listen, I've got to stop an ambush.
This kid's a jerk.
Really? Where?
Somewhere between here and Corville. My crew is escorting some VIP.
It's like, sorry, I don't have a car, can't help you. And then goes driving off in the car. I'm like, oh, you little jerk.
Yeah?
This is hard for me. I need...
Come on, man, spit it out.
Could you give me a ride in your car?
The grid
I've gotta
sounds
stop
familiar.
this
I can't
ambush.
remember what it is,
You're
though.
right. We have to get to the ambush, all right. But I'm afraid I'm without wheels at the moment.
How did you get us here?
Hitched.
Well, I'd better be going.
All right, drive safe now.
So I hate this guy. It's like, oh yeah, sorry, I don't have a car. It's like, you ass.
Thanks for the lift. Now I got a quote for you.
That's why it sounds familiar to me. Because I'm trying to think, like, I've heard of it, like, I knew there was something special with it, but I couldn't remember. Can you punch him? No, T. Wallace, but I really, really wish that I could. Let's see. I remember that the welder is here.
Either someone's doing some welding down there, or we're talking about some very subcode wiring. It's even sadder looking inside. Locked, but flimsy looking. I'm not putting my lips on that.
Is it sometimes it's look and sometimes it's like licking. It's like I don't know why. I'm actually looking around and checking this stuff here because like I didn't do it before in the past. I just go knock on the door and do that. So I'm just like, oh, let's look around a little bit. Years later,
Smells like burning metal down there.
supposedly that's what space smells like too. Is if you've ever welded anything, welding has a peculiar smell to it. And apparently that's what space is supposed to smell like. All right, so let's give it a old knockety knock. See, before that, let's save just in case something happens. Okay, resume. Knock knock.
Who's out there? Hey!
I'm trying to do my art in here, buddy.
I don't got time to waste on bums like you.
Knock knock.
I think he's had enough.
Are you sure about that?
Wouldn't look good on my bike. I'm not putting my lips on that.
So no punching the little kid. I think it's a kid. But you get to knock that guy out at least.
I hope he's not trying to bring these to life or anything like that.
Oh geez, it brought me right out of there. I was thinking like, okay, I need to get the steak in this guy's fridge.
Oh, it was just lying around.
A pair of forks, little gas, and we're set.
Let me take a look at the controls real quick, because I thought there was like I remember the original version, there was two things you could do. One, you could instantly cheat through any puzzle just by pressing a button. I think it was Z or Z for anybody overseas. And I think there was one that also sped things up. Controls. Yeah, skip bike fight. So you just have to hit the backspace key. I think that might also solve puzzles too. Okay, so there's nothing really to skip. Oh, not exit. There we go. And last time I played this, like the game all the way through, I had to use DOSBox. There we go, to launch it. Okay, so we need to go back to Todd's place. This game didn't have a whole lot of like, I don't think this had like any really ending scenarios, but there are parts you could really get screwed up and lost on. Yeah, no, it's like the bike fight is fun.
It's either dog food or this guy's dinner.
There we go, meat. The only puzzle I skipped in this entire game, but wasn't really a puzzle, it's the demolition derby, getting closer to the end of the game. Oh my god, that is like so infuriating. It's like that's the only place in the entire run, entire playthrough of this game that I would skip. I'm just like, okay, this is like, you have to like knock things around, like knock cars off, and you have to do like certain positioning for you knock certain people off a certain way, and it's just like the worst physics ever. It's pure aggravation and not fun. And I don't even know why they actually put it into the game like that. It's like they should have just left it out and just had it be like a cutscene, because it was funny, like the commentary on it, but it just goes on forever, and it's obnoxious. Don't think I have. Yeah, I need like a crowbar, I think.
I couldn't break that lock.
Yeah, so I need to find. There's either a key or a crowbar I need to get. Pardon me. Now let's check out the arena. What if it's down here and I missed it at Maureen's place? Could be at Todd's, I don't remember.
Mo.
Yeah, Ben?
I'm having a little trouble finding stuff.
What's the problem?
Never mind.
Okay, so I guess it's not here.
Whatever blows your hair back.
Let's go back to
Let me know if you
Todd's.
need anything.
Hose, okay. I will need that. Didn't see that there. Some of these items that you need, like, really, really blend into the environment. Okay, so it looks like that's all I can get in here. Good thing I saw that, because I would have, like, gone through. So I need to find a crowbar to break the lock off, because I need that in order to get into the other place. The junkyard. Yeah, I don't think that he's like, he might be dead.
Looks like a cabinet to me. It's empty, but there's something hanging on the door.
Lockpick, okay, that's what it is. It's like new games now would be like having it highlighted and glowing for you, or like, you know, Navi like, hey, listen, do this. Because everybody loved Navi from Ocarina of Time, right? Yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure that, like, he's going to have massive brain damage. He's probably having a, you know, blood, you know, bleeding in the brain. He's probably dead. Savey save. So I think, yeah, I just want to make sure I can walk into it. Okay, it's way back there. Okay. Really? It Navi? Ugh, no thank you. See, I've always wondered about this world that the game takes place in. Like, it's clearly something happened. You know, like some kind of societal breakdown. But they had more advanced technology like this, you know, hovering cars and weird platforms.
I don't see nobody. He must have run away.
Nah, we would have seen him running from the air. He must be
Yeah,
hiding up in the
alarm's going off.
tower.
I'm just gonna stroll over here. I'm tired.
Let's go up and get him.
By the way, don't do this. Yeah, it's gonna taste that bad.
Hey, who's that down there in the yard?
It's him. Get him.
Where?
Over there.
Now he runs.
You go around the other side and we'll have...
Splashing gas all over the place. Hope he doesn't light up one.
Let's call it quits, huh, boss? No, let's call in reinforcements.
That would make more sense, but no.
Get this from the gas tower.
Not exactly.
I mean, I gotta be on my bike. Man, I'm a biker.
On the road.
Yeah, the jump card the first time I played this is where I got stuck. Because, like I said, like I wasn't used to, you know, trying to like, that's why I had to learn. I had to like hover over everything, you know, try to find different things you could open and so forth. Because like you could open like the fridge, but if you didn't look, you didn't know there was meat in there because you can't physically see it. Even if you back out your character, you don't see it there. Wait a minute, did I leave the lock there? So you walk over here and then it drops down. Pardon me. I could have sworn the original version had a speed up button because I remember like just hitting it so I could zip over there. You know, I didn't have to like long animation of walking everywhere slowly. Okay, it's on the ground. Didn't pick it up. Now we can go over. Yeah, so the Demolition Derby part was a real pain in the butt in this game. And the other thing I had a problem with was trying to find the secret entrance into Corley Motors. Because it's like, oh, I used to tap the wall somewhere, and it's like you got this big long stretch. You have to do that, like you have to keep clicking constantly trying to kick it, which is not a fast thing, because you have to bring up the menu, or, you know, click, then select the boot, And that didn't work. Move a pixel over. Do that. That took a while. Alright, now we can climb up.
Junk. Fire damage. Forget about it.
Alright, so let me save real quick. So I think this is the one place you can actually screw up and, like, lock yourself out of the game. Because that was a big problem with, like, LucasArts games and point-and-click adventures. Other than, like, Sierra games were famous for moon logic, which is, like, crazy stuff. Like, oh, I need to open the door. Well, did you go over to this town, take out your custard, do the hokey pokey, slam it on their face, kick him down the stairs, and then pick your nose? Because that's what gives you the key to unlock the door. And it's like, how would anyone know to do this? But a lot of times in Sierra games, you could, like, basically do something wrong, and, like, you could not progress the game. You were stuck. So I think this is the one situation you might be able to do that. Hey, Nimix!
Dog jumps in car, eats meat, jumps out, kills me.
Okay, so that's not the car we need to do it on. Okay. I think it's this one.
Here, Poochie Pooch. Pooch. Bon appetit, mutt.
I think it happens in King's Quest. I think it's one of them. I mean, it's like a lot of Sierra games you could do that. Police Quest that happened. Dagger of Amun Ra was like super easy to like screw yourself the entire game. Okay, so nowhere to move it. There we go. So now the dog's stuck. Yeah, like I said, Sierra games I remember just being a lot of them. Ringworld was one that was pretty bonkers for like trying to figure out how things worked. I think this is where I need to go here. There we go.
Nice forks. Where'd you find them?
Right next to the knives and spoons.
Well, that's it. Wait outside for a minute and I'll finish her up. I'm working on a surprise.
It's a self-destruct button.
I hate surprises.
Alright, here she comes.
So I always love like evil layers, you know, fortresses for bad guys. They always have a self-destruct button, which means that engineers had to put bombs into everything when they're building it, and like nobody raises any concerns.
Crash that thing every day.
It's like, hey, I'm building a house. Yeah, you know, we hired electricians, plumbers, carpenters, demolition. It's like, what?
You're serious?
Yes.
But only the vultures.
I have my connections. Now, are you gonna try this thing out or not? Ooh-wee, wish I had a camera.
I wish I had some way of paying you back.
Just beat it, will ya? You're scaring away my regular customers.
Bye, Mo.
Send me a postcard from the ambush.
Thanks for fixing my bike as I burned down your property and livelihood. Ooh, the sound even improves.
All right, look lively. He's a sneaky one.
Oh yeah.
This time he ain't getting past us.
See him? Nope. Keep looking.
Ben's a complicated man who doesn't show his emotions. Wait a minute. Okay, then I saw the whiskey bottle highlight for a second. I'm like, what?
The ambush is the other
Oh, that's
way.
right. Okay, so I need to go over here. Ben, what are you doing? Why are you off your bike? Go! I don't even know if it's going to give me enough time to do this now, to be honest.
You hear that?
He's back at the gas tower.
He's got a lot of nerve, that piece of trash.
Let's get him.
All units follow me.
Okay, so it automatically put me on the bike over there. Okay, good. So again, oh man, I gotta run all the way back there and then get on the bike?
Ben, how'd you get behind us?
Where are the suits?
Corley's making a pit stop. He is a
Classic.
bladder the size of a
Remastered.
man.
Ripburger?
Haven't seen him in a while. Ben, man, what's the deal? Did you find something up the road? Are we headed for trouble?
No. We're in it.
Put my head in a basket, 'cause I'd had a tank full. When she blew my gasket, I surely was thankful. Till I head for the skies up above.
Who wrote this song?
It's a woman with wheels that I love.
It's like none of it rhymes, there's no structure to it.
I gotcha. Now, do something incriminating, like ambush somebody. Aha, the plot thickens.
You shouldn't have laughed at me in those board meetings, Malcolm.
What a psycho.
Gotcha. Hey, look what I found in the bushes.
What is that?
It's a chokehold. Come here and I'll demonstrate.
It's got a camera.
I'll get her.
No. Nestor will take care of her.
No, did you just
You have
assume the
important
gender?
engagement with the rest of the Corley family.
Right.
But don't forget to destroy that camera.
Yeah.
Or you just, take the film out.
Now then,
Whatever.
Malcolm, how about one for the road?
Corley? Corley.
Ben! I guess Rip Burger couldn't wait for natural causes. Just like him to hit a man when his fly's down.
Ripburger did this to you?
Yeah, he knew I was dying, and he knew that my will would put him out of a job. He wants to take over Corley Motors, Ben. Sell it off to foreigners, lay off workers, start making minivans. You understand me? Minivans! Oh. You gotta hurt him for me, Ben. Promise me you'll hurt him bad.
I promise.
I want my daughter to take over the company.
You have a daughter?
Yeah, and she's a real mechanical.
I mean, you're not even really
genius,
bleeding that
Rebuilt the
bad.
first carburetor when she was 4. I used to call her the diaper dynamo. Find my daughter, Ben. Find Maureen.
Maureen?
She should have been a biologist. Marine biologist would go perfectly.
Ripburger's way ahead of me. I just hope Maureen can handle herself until I get there.
Gun, I understand. Why'd he bring a camera? Who does this guy work for? Corley Motors.
Nestor, what's that moving over there by that pile?
I don't know, Rip, but I think that pile is Bolus.
Are you Vincent Price? Yes.
Now I remember. You're the smart one, aren't you?
There's Mo's shack, but I don't see the limo.
I see your question, Nivix. I'll get to it in a minute after all the plot dump is done.
On second thought, maybe I didn't.
Alright, here we go. So Nivix asks, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Who are they kidding? Well, probably nobody, but I mean, it's most likely happened in, like, Arkansas, so they never said that, like, you know, why they're going up there. You know, you got your Thrill on Blueberry Hill and other fun songs like that there, so yeah, they're dipping in the well, so to speak, there, and most likely they always seem like related, so like I said, it has to be Arkansas of all places. I mean, I can definitely understand that there, you know, the issues that they have, and yeah, they weren't really fooling anybody. It's just the normal in and out days there of, you know, inbreeding and family reunion stuff, so yeah, they weren't fooling anybody. Except for they probably did get caught there, you know, like, oh crap, I gotta fake our way out of this here, somebody saw, you know, and I don't think that Jack went, you know, fell down and cracked his crown. I'm pretty sure that Jill set him up. It could have also been like a paid hit too. Maybe she wanted out of the relationship, you know, and cold clocked him. He's trying to get the water. She thought maybe bash him in the skull and throw him into the well. Didn't work. He fell down the wrong way. Maybe dragged her along too with it. I mean, it could be a whole long, complicated thing that could probably end up on Jerry Springer someday. So yeah, then, you know, we'll have to keep an eye out for that episode if it ever happens. Alright, let's go find out what happened to our friend Maureen with the debris. It's not debris, it's debris.
Looks like someone searched this place in a hurry. Nothing left but debris, except for that smashed up camera. Back's open. No film inside. Mo said she didn't have a camera. Here's Mo's picture of her and her Uncle Pete at his mink ranch. She said she went there whenever she needed to get away for a while. That's pretty much my only lead right now.
I don't think there's anything inside to look at. Yeah, it doesn't really give me...
Here's Mo's picture of her and her...
Okay, so backspace does speed things up slightly, so nothing in here for me to do. Save.
Not on foot.
Get on your bike, idiot. Okay, so that takes me all the way back here. So I can't remember if the blockade is still going or not. We're going to find out in just a second. And there's no motorcycle sound, okay. Okay, so yeah, the cops are still there.
So much for returning to the scene of the crime. They'll be coming this way soon. I gotta get a plan. Fast.
Kind of. I said you can tell something obviously happened in this world. Pardon me, this... whatever it is. Some kind of societal breakdown has happened. You know, not many things are working too great. Gangs all over the place. Flying cars, though, so there is innovation in higher technology, but you can tell something clearly happened. It's never stated what exactly is going on. It's kind of like, the Gunslinger series by Stephen King. If you read I think it's called The Dark Tower is what they renamed the first one, but it used to be called The Gunslinger. But it was like, he's going along and you're following Roland as he's walking around the world. He's chasing this guy, the Man in Black, in the first book. And you see things that like remind you of what we know in our reality, but just aren't quite right. Like things are off. Like later on in the series, they actually end up in New York City because they cross the Washington Bridge into New York City, but they're in the middle of the country. They're right in the middle of like where Kansas City would be. It's like, what? So he does like, and like everything's destroyed and worn down, like it happened like hundreds of years ago. So it's part of the mystery trying to figure out what happened. Then he just, Stephen King kind of just crapped on everything. Alright.
This sucker's mine. Look, I really need a ride.
Hey, killer.
What?
Hey, it's cool. Your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
Haven't you been watching the news?
Once again, our top story tonight, Malcolm Corley, owner of Corley Motors, was found dead at a rest stop just outside the town of Melonweed. Apparently, the benevolent patriarch and CEO was viciously beaten about the head and neck, savagely and without mercy. Police have arrested a notorious outlaw biker gang known as the Polecats.
No.
With the exception of their leader, who is still at large. Roadblocks have been set up along Highway 9 in an effort to apprehend
That guy stinks at that knife game. It's like he stabbed himself 4 times in a row.
Set up.
Roadblocks suck.
I shouldn't have left the gang there.
Hey, I don't want to hear anything about it. You ain't making me an accessory after the fact. Just lay low, man.
Want your money?
Nothing to grab. It's empty.
How do I know that?
Look, let me tell you what happened.
I told you I don't want to get involved.
Members of the Polecat gang are in custody, but their leader remains at large. Authorities have issued an all-points bulletin.
They got the Polecats. He doesn't look happy. I can do that.
Not gonna happen.
Let me show you how to do that.
Not gonna happen.
That's your truck out front. I need a ride.
I look like a cabbie to you? Get lost. They're not letting anyone through that roadblock anyway.
Not even truckers?
They turned me around, said police business only. Pigs.
Look, I really need a ride.
Not gonna happen.
Why? Because you're afraid of some cops?
No, because I don't like you.
Good talking to you.
Alright, so I think I can go down the road further on the bike.
Damn, it's not what you'd call an I'm okay, you're okay person.
Ah, shut your hole, Quahog.
Get on the old bike. So yeah, I think I can go down further because I'm trying to remember like how to get to the mink farm. Or not? No, no, stop. Okay, because that's where I came from, so that's blocked up.
Ben!
There we go.
Ben. No time to talk.
You know, it stank in there, but I can't remember a better sleep.
You gotta help me. Go find my editor in Corville. Tell him I took pictures of the Corley murder.
You got pictures?
Yeah, but some thug took my camera.
So you don't have any pictures?
Well, I tracked the guy to Melonweed, but I'm not going near the place. They'd kill me. Get my editor. He's gotta get me out of this. Take one of these fake IDs to get through the roadblocks. My career is riding on those pictures. Help me, Ben. You're my only hope.
Oh, don't worry. I owe you one.
Remember, this is a LucasArts game. Save me, Ben. You're my only hope.
Camera I saw there. But then, who's got the film?
Ben Kenobi. Haha.
Pretty mediocre fake ID. Hope no one notices the correction fluid under the name. Here.
What's that?
Fake federal investigator ID. Could be of some use at one of those roadblocks.
I might question why you're all
Ever hear of this place?
stabbed up in the hands and stabbed the ID.
Remember, there used to be some sort of weasel plantation or something up the road.
Down Highway 9 on the other side of them damn roadblocks. I used to pick up mink meat there real cheap and sell it to school lunch programs. That was a good scam.
Used to milk rats. Called it
What if
mulk.
they search the back and
Now
find
vitamin
the bike?
R.
It's buried in a pile of concentrated fertilizer powder. Trust me, no one's gonna dig through that crap. Now you're gonna ride in the engine compartment.
The engine compartment?
Hey, I smuggle stuff in there all the time, and most of it's worth more than you. So stuff your carcass in there quick, and we might hit that mink dump by morning.
Hope you're better with a stick shift than you are with a knife.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Smells like he's got a fuel leak. I love engine fires.
I love just getting high off the fumes.
Sorry, sir. Only police vehicles beyond this point.
I'm with the feds, chump. Check it out.
Huh? What's this about?
Undercover agricultural sting operation.
What's in the back?
Fertilizer.
All right, move along.
Hope you rubes get your man.
I say it's a really nicely spaced out engine compartment.
We've stopped moving. Problem with your truck?
Loose hose, nothing big. I already pulled your bike out. It's sitting right over there. Well, nice knowing you. Gotta hit the road, you know.
Uh-oh. He did have a fuel leak, and he took my fuel line to fix it. That trucker's gonna die for what he did.
Foreshadowing. Alright, so let's see. Slowly he walked.
That's the insignia of the vultures. I can't believe Mo used to be a vulture. But then again, how else could she have gotten that recoil booster?
Oh, really? New publication, because I saw the, your last one got published finally. Some funny comments were like, it's like the only tasks were like You know, like the first 6 minutes are just loading screens. It's like, yeah, it takes a while.
No.
So that makes me wonder for a task, because, you know, you're doing the C64, which had notoriously long loading times. Do you have to stay accurate to that, or can you just, like, you know, accelerate through that?
There's a picture of Maureen and Malcolm. Looks like
There's no way to get around it. Okay.
Hardtail together.
Wanting to reproduce games as it would be on a call. This is what I figured. I remember, like, because, like, I know people who are, like, really gung-ho about the C64, the Commodore 64. And for me, I'm just like, it's alright, but it's like, I remember just loading taking forever because the guy I knew who had it was on the cassette tapes, which is how a lot of them were. And it's like, it was brutal. I mean, you could store stuff on there, you could get a lot of media stored, but it just took a long time to load it up.
I couldn't break that lock. Junk. And a hose I can use on my bike. I don't think Mo would mind if I borrow him. Mo?
Hey, it's Fico. What's up, man? Good to see you. So my question to you is, are you really going to trade in your PlayStation 4 for a Switch?
She took my booster fuel. Why is she running from me? She must think the whole world's against her.
Yeah.
I think I know how that feels.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't know how it was over, you know, in your part of the world, but here in the States, we're just like, why soccer or football?
He's dead.
You know, like, 2019, when, like, PES 2020 is out, it's like, who picked this game?
Cavefish territory.
I heard that the other racing game's supposed to be pretty good, but it's another game that, like, almost nobody's really heard of, so it's kind of crappy for 2 games like that. Like, oh, here's your free games, and, like, in Xbox, it's just, like, hitting it out of the park with their picks. More games, and it's, like, better ones on top of it. Yeah, they made it more expensive here in the States last year. I think it was.
We have been tricked, my brothers. Back to the cave.
But every once in a while, they have like a good deal on it. Like, actually, I got another year for like $40 because it's normally 60.
The place looks
Here in the States, I managed to get it for 40 because they actually had a sale on it themselves.
She's coming. We just got here first. That means all we have to do is sit here and wait.
So every once in a while, they do have some good games that I really liked, but it's just like, there are some really weird choices. Yeah, 70. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm walking over there, but I did. Here he comes.
Man, that's a good... That's all of them. Can't be much holding that up now.
So I looked it up right now. They're raising it in Japan and Europe. So let's take a look real quick. Let's see. Japanese email. PlayStation Plus. Oh wow, that is a massive increase. It's not a whole lot. It's actually putting it kind of closer to what we pay in the States. But I'm just looking at the Japanese email for Japan. And that's pretty big. It was going from, like, if you want a monthly one, it was only $5 a month, and that's jumping up to about $9. And 3 months went up from about $13 up to $20, so that's a bigger jump there. But the 1 year for Japan is still around $50. I don't know about Europe. Let's see, Europe, German, yeah, 60 euros. Ooh. France. Yeah, so that's quite a lot. Yeah, exactly, because when you convert like euros, at least for American dollars here, it's around 70 US, so that is pretty steep. I can see why people would not be happy. I think this is where the bridge is over here, or that could be where I came from. Not sure how I get off. Okay, you just gotta click. Here's where we can do some road rash action. You actually control with your mouse. You can actually use like the arrow keys too. Except for it doesn't really work too well. Come on, game. Yeah, it's like they're like, hey, let's do motion controls. Hey,
Father Torque.
His bike is unique.
I haven't seen you since you retired from the Polecats.
Hey, Ben. How's my gang doing?
Why do you sound like Corley?
That's a long story. What are you doing out here?
Well,
oh yeah, this is my favorite of the point-and-click adventure games, hands down.
Mine road and look for trouble.
You're picking fights?
I'm actually gonna be switching over to another game in probably about 10 minutes or so. I'll be switching up to Grim Fandango. But this game, like right now, if you don't have this game, by the way, this is what it looked like originally. That's remastered, but this game is, I bought it through Steam Summer Sale, and if you're in the United States, it costs like $2.24. It's dirt cheap, so pick it up. It's a good one. Any fighting tips?
Fighting tips, Torque?
Ah, Ben, who's tougher than you?
What's up with those cavefish, man?
Yeah, it's ridiculously cheap.
They're not out here for sport. They hijack big rigs. It's part of their religion. Don't get in their way. They're blind, cold-hearted killers.
Those Rottweilers are ugly suckers.
They're none too bright either. I'm sure you can handle them.
The vultures are quick, and they're nuts.
The ones with those boosters are hard to whip. Just remember, Ben, it's not about muscle, it's about timing.
How do the cavefish ride if they're blind?
Well, they're only blind because they wear those special goggles to shield their sensitive, cave-dwelling eyes. Special sensors in the goggles pick up the dots in the road and other large objects and landmarks to help them navigate. Kinda trippy, huh?
You know any way around Cuyahoga Gorge?
Around it? It's miles and miles long.
They're actually not driving right now, they're actually parked. Just sitting there, it's a breezy day.
Ooh, sorry I missed that. Well, you could jump it, like Ricky Myron. Cavefish got his ramp in their hideout, you know.
Where is the cavefish hideout exactly?
Somewhere on this road. The entrance is totally invisible unless you got those weird cavefish specs.
Well, take it easy, Father.
Give him hell, Polecat.
So basically I need to start fighting people. Here we go. Wow, that was fast. Essentially like one of the guys I need to fight.
Can't reach.
Oh, are you kidding me? That is like literally the guy I need, and the game decided to just totally wreck me. That stinks, because it can take a while for it to give you the person you need.
Wow, are you really a polecat?
Swing, you idiot!
Yes, I am.
Well, I hate polecats.
Now I'm mad.
Game?
I hate
Holy...
polecats.
It's like, you're gonna attack back, or are you just gonna let me get beat up?
Freaky punk. Yeah.
Finally, jeez. This is crazy. It's like it doesn't want to respond to half the attacks I'm doing. So I wouldn't have to go through all this if the game just didn't decide to randomly wipe me out right on the guy I needed.
You like choppers, huh? How about this? Oh, yeah. Just for that,
Okay, this is frustrating now because they screwed with the controls on this. I'm wondering if I go back into classic mode, if it's actually going to be more responsive, because this is like, it's not registering your clicks. This is what the game originally looked like, by the way. Hey, look, it's actually responsive. So they did something to the original, or the remastered.
You're gonna... Yeah, I hate polecats. Yeah. Yeah.
Attack, damn it. What the hell? Jesus.
Say there, is that a pre-regulation destroyer class solid fuel recoil booster you have there?
Why, yes it is. Ta-ta!
Perhaps if you just attacked instead of acting like an idiot. That's just part of the game. Why they decided to just basically like have the knocking sound, I don't know. It's really weird. I just have a very small person locked up in my satchel. Here we go. Alright, game, don't screw me over again.
Can't reach. Can't reach.
Are you shitting me? Oh my god.
Loser.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's like, is that used to hit? Now stop and turn around.
I don't walk. I don't walk.
Remember, one guy had a chainsaw you could get too.
I see you come for a lesson in pain. Pay close attention.
This is totally insane. The original was not this stupid. Oh, look! It's the guy I need to kill, and the game won't let me do it. Yeah, so as soon as I touch him, the game kills me. Alright, enough of this here. We're gonna switch over to a different game anyway, so... Yes. Oh yeah, I mean, 'tis a season for those scammers. I got one where it was... like, your IT department is no longer being supported. Please call us so we can give you a refund on your services. For computer help, please call this number. And it's like, you know, it's a number that's like, it's a Google number, and it's just going right over to India, because literally that's where a lot of these scammers are at. Oh yeah, there was a guy on YouTube, trying to remember his name, and he's like a hacker, and he goes after scammers and stuff. He's got like a whole channel of him just screwing with them. Jim Browning. Yeah, this guy is... He's great. He basically, you know, he sets up like virtuals, and he gets like these scam calls there, and he actually like goes and calls them and stuff and pretends to be other people, and he will go in and just like, he'll backtrace them. Like one here, he actually he back hacked them, like when they're on, because they're trying to like get into his files and stuff and hold his computer ransom, and he goes and deletes like all their files. He shuts down their virtuals, everything. Like he just does everything with it. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, his videos to do. Let's see, like for example, Yeah, like this one, he actually got access to one of the guy's PCs. Good one, Ronnie. That's kind of like Robin Williams is like, how to handle those religious people coming to your house. Like, you know, it's like, have you found Jesus? You just want to go to your door naked and say, no, come on in and help me find him. All right. And also, the Fro, thank you very much for following here. So give me a second. I need to hit the restroom, and we're going to play the second game, which is going to be Grim Fandango, which I have not played in some time. I played it on the PlayStation 3 version when it first came out, the remaster. But I have not played it since, so I've kind of forgotten almost most of the puzzles, so that will be entertaining, I am sure. So let me put up some music, and I will be right back in a moment. Let's do some Mario 64 still. We'll continue on that. Let's see, what's a good song for that? Huh, it's like, it's the full soundtrack. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm looking at it. It's obviously missing a lot of stuff. Alright, we'll just go with the classic Wave Race. So I'll be back in a minute. Hang tight. Alright, I'm back. Let's fire it up in a second. Alright, sorry about that. Yes, don't hang on too tight, Fico. I mean, I don't want you to, get any hand problems or anything from gripping on pure excitement. I mean, I know how entertaining my streams can be, disembodied voice over the internet and all. Good old whiskey. Alright. So next up, as I promised, we're going to be playing Grim Fandango. Yeah, Bushido Blade 2 was fun, but for me, the first game is still the best one overall, Ronnie. I gotta agree with you on that. It was interesting, but it just, for me, the first one just had everything just right. It was like the Bushido code, everything else you had to follow for it. It was a really unique experience. Okay, so let's get this launched up and going. Screen's probably gonna go black. I think I set this up for windowed mode, but I'm not sure if it's going to launch that way or if it's going to go full screen. So we're going to find out in just 1 second. I have new items in my inventory. Alright, Steam, let's go. Let's pull up my game list, please. Eventually, come on. I guess Steam's getting hit right now. Yeah, they just tried to expand on it too, like a lot more in the story, try to tie it in the first one. It just didn't feel as good as the first one. It just felt like completely different, you know? And it was kind of neat that they had, like, the first game was like all open world. You know, it was all, not open world, but it was all connected. And then Bushido Blade 2 goes into tiny little confined stages, play areas. Let me shrink up this window.
Sorry for the wait, Mr. Flores. I am ready to take you now.
Take me? Take me where?
Now, there's no need to be nervous.
Nervous? No. Just your appearance. It's a little intimidating.
Intimidating? Me? But I'm your friend. My name's Manny Calavera. I'm your new travel agent.
I don't want a new travel agent. I want to go home.
You can't go home, Celso. You're dead. But you're not alone. Everybody here is just as dead as you. That's why we call it the land of the dead. Are you ready for your big journey?
No.
Oh, yeah.
What journey?
Yep, this was free on PS Plus for a while ago.
It is quite a big trip. And I can't lie to you, Celso. It could be very, very dangerous. Unless you were to take that money you were buried with and buy a better travel package from us. I mean, wouldn't you rather cross the land of the dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise? Or, if you led a very good life, you may even be eligible for a ticket on the number 9 itself.
The number 9?
That's our top of the
It's
line.
the Galaxy Express 999?
Underworld, the land of eternal rest, in 4 minutes instead of 4 years. But very few people qualify. Let's take a look at your records. Well, the bad news is the train appears to be just out of your reach, but I still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve here. Yaha! Yes, that's the ticket. The Excelsior line. Yes, she's a beauty. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy, too. Oh, you're going to have a great trip. Wish I was going.
Why don't you? You could give me a lift.
Oh, I can't leave here until I've worked off a little debt to the powers that be.
Community service, eh? Well, I guess there are some folks worse off than me.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough.
For me.
No thanks to dead and no commission low-life cases like yours, Menso.
Hey, Manny. The boss told me to tell you not to leave early tonight. He wants to talk to you about something when he gets back from his trip.
Tell Don not to worry. I'm not going anywhere.
I take it, Nimix, you've played this one?
Where do they get these guys? They don't qualify for anything good, so I can't sell anything good. Can't work off my time, and I'm stuck. Stuck selling walking sticks to a bunch of
Oh, it's a
for
classic.
eternity. I need better clients. I need a real saint. I need a lead on a rich, dead saint. ¿Qué es esto?
So yeah, it's like based upon Dia de los Muertos, which is like Day of the Dead, or what we call Halloween in the States. Let's check out... Okay, so it's got dynamic resolution to this? Weird. I'm trying to reframe this so it looks a little bit better, and I know it's kind of messing up on the stream right now, so give me a second. Just trying to get it filled out better. And what if I do this? Oh, getting closer. Unfortunately, like, the default for this is like ridiculously long. so it doesn't like fit right. It's like, so you have to kind of play with it yourself. It's like you put it in windowed mode, it still takes up like a huge chunk of the screen. It's like I put it in windowed mode so I can. There we go. There we go. Finally got it right. All right. Good, good, good. Well, this is one that's like definitely, you know, it's one that it's another point and click adventure. So if you know the puzzles, you can just whip through it real quick. Okay, language. Italian. Oh, I got a lot there. Let's see. That's all fine. Here we go, voice and text. I'm looking for, you know, subtitle options. All right, Fico, have yourself a good rest. So I think that was the start of the game, because I just fired it up and it did it right away. So I want to make sure I just didn't miss anything, so I had to move around the screen real fast. Okay, so nope, didn't miss anything. Okay, cool.
¿Qué es esto?
In this game, you actually can walk around, whereas before it was like purely point and click. In this one, you actually maneuver. So I wonder, is this controller compatible? Because Full Throttle actually plays better with mouse, mostly. Nope, not controller compatible, of course. Well, never mind that then. It's another one that they based on the PlayStation 4. So it should work. Let me try relaunching the game real quick. Because it should hopefully hold that screen position. I really hope it does. And Steam just shut down. Thank you, Steam. Really, really helpful there. I appreciate it. We get to look at our technical difficulty screen. I don't get to show this one too often. Nope, and it doesn't hold the screen size, of course. Why would it be helpful? I mean...
Sorry for the wait, Mr. Flores. I am ready to take you now.
Take me? Take me where?
Now, there's no need to be nervous.
Nervous? No. Just your appearance. It's a little intimidating.
Intimidating? Me? But I'm your friend. My name's Manny Calavera. I'm your new travel agent.
I don't want a new travel agent. I want to go home.
You can't go home, Celso. You're dead. But you're not alone. Everybody here is just as dead as you. That's why we call it the land of the dead.
There we go.
Are you ready for your big journey?
No.
Okay, now the controller works. Alright, good.
It's some sort of special work order.
To all agents from Office Manager Don Copel.
All right, you boneheads, thank your lucky stars and get to your friggin' cars. We have a mass poisoning on our hands. Too many dead to assign specific cases, so all clients are first come, first serve. So let's see some hustle out there.
Whatever you say, Jefe.
Okay, so we got run. Good. Save game. Let's save the game so we don't have to keep doing that. Already for 800? Wow, that's pretty
I
good.
don't want to reread the old files. It'll just make me sad. Here's Celso's file. That walking stick was too good for him.
So I remember reading, like, you know, the one that just got put up, published. You know, people were, like, really impressed. Like, apparently they, like, played it, you know, younger, like, wow, somebody actually beat it. It's like, yeah, you got the task, you can do that. It's not easy, though.
Not picking that up. Buenos dias.
Manny, why aren't you at the poisoning?
Well, they made the nice graphic changes, but they did not to improve the audio.
Any messages for me?
Besides the one about the poisoning?
Yeah.
I only have one other message for you, Manny. I'm not your secretary. I don't. So get it through your thick skull and stop forwarding your phone to me.
All right. But that sounded more like 4 messages to me. In my heart, though, you're still my secretary.
Manny, what are you talking about? I was never your secretary, even when you were on top. I got one boss, same as you, Don Copel.
Well, I gotta go.
Okay.
Hit the brakes. All right. Render mode. Okay. So this one they still kept it by 4:3. We just put borders up. But this was like, I think, 1997, so there wasn't, it didn't have to take a whole lot to improve it, really. Okay, that was weird. Just jumped me right there to the end. It was sometime. I can't remember when it was exactly.
Service.
Hey, who the?
Let's see. Google says
sir.
98.
I didn't expect. Sales agents usually don't come over to this part of the garage.
Hey, you a driver?
Me? Ha! No. I don't ride them. Just wrench them.
I'm Calavera. Manny Calavera.
My name's Glottis. I don't get many visitors.
Like Epiglottis?
Hey, I got a message for a Mr. Calavera. Your driver said that Mr. Hurley said that he could have the rest of the day off.
Domino sent my driver home?
Yeah, wasn't that nice?
Looks more like a crayon drawing here.
Glottis. Glottis? Is that a German name?
Oh no, my roots lie not in any earthly nation's soil. I am an elemental spirit summoned up from the land of the dead itself and given one purpose, one skill, one desire. To drive! Or to change oil and adjust timing belts if no driving jobs are open.
Looks like I need a new driver.
Oh! I would agree with that. Yes, you do.
Like how it came out one day before Halloween.
You want to be my replacement driver?
Me?
It's like a good release date for this game.
No, sorry, can't. Rules.
Come on, Glottis. I need you to be my driver.
No, I can't. I'm too big.
You're not too big. The cars are just too small.
Yeah, those dang compact cars. Hey, that gives me an idea. I could alter your car just a bit with just a quick torch job to let out the seams, you know? But I'm not allowed to modify the cars without a work order from upstairs. I could lose my job.
A work order, huh?
Yeah. I can't torch anything bigger than a cigarette without one of these signed by the boss himself.
Hey, that's my line. Getting people to sign. Back in a snap.
Yeah, too small. I'm not too big. Everything around here is just too small.
That won't help it.
So this game has a Resident Evil problem, especially when you get to like new controls, because it's not tank controls. I'm pretty sure the original might have been tank style, because you go walking through and the camera shifts, and then like you're still holding like the wrong direction, so it kind of makes you stop and readjust. Like right now I'm holding down, but I'm running into this wall, so I need to let go of the stick and then move it again.
It's locked. Hey, what's going down, clown?
Hey, back off, suit. I'm practicing.
Is he down to clown? Have to go that sound makes me want to kill somebody.
Practicing what?
Wringing your neck. What does it look like?
Twist me up one of them, huh, fella?
Yeah. Twist this, all right?
Bet you can't do a cat.
Shows what you know, buddy. I can do anything. I can do birds, amphibians, famous poets. Go ahead. Name one.
Robert Frost. Actually, I need a dead worm, I think.
A dead worm.
Heck, that's easy. There's no limit on those.
That's not what balloons are for. That's not what balloons are for.
Okay, so it's apparently making me do it. Because you do need to have one that's Robert Frost. It actually scares birds later on.
That's not what...
Alright, well, guess it's locking me to this one for right now.
That's not what balloons are for.
Oh, okay, I have to put it away. It's been a while since I played this. It's been 4 years, I think, since the remaster came out.
My kid wants another balloon animal.
Ah, jeez. What now?
Do you have any more dead worms back there?
Well, sure.
My kid...
Okay. You need a cat.
A cat.
No. Ta-da!
My kid...
Robert Frost.
Trying to stump me, eh? Ta-da!
Why take the elevator inside? You can climb up the rope ladder from the side of the building. That's not dangerous at all. Of course, you're already dead, so what else can happen to you, really?
It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom.
Aha! Tell him the checks aren't here yet. I'm on the phone. Yeah, if you buzz me again, I swear I'll jump out this window. Sign
I'll
it
just
yourself.
change his auto response here.
Ah, cripe saver, just sign it yourself.
So I need to have
will ya?
that thing
I'm
signed, so I
busy.
need to walk myself back inside, I believe. Whoa, okay, this is where the controls get a little funky there on that camera switch. I don't think there's anything else here in this room.
I don't have a net or a desire to have a pet pigeon.
No, don't go inside. No! Stop it, Manny. You know, it's been a while, so you should probably save. This game does not have an autosave at all. It actually warns you about that. It's like, this game does not have an autosave, you need to save yourself. Which would have been a nice addition if they had actually put that into the game.
It's locked.
Okay, so both these doors are locked.
Not picking.
What is that horrible squeaking noise you're making?
New shoes. Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, Mr. Calavera has something out here that he says he needs your signature
FMV.
on.
Ah, cripe saver, just sign it yourself, will ya? I'm busy.
You'll have to excuse him, Manny. It's probably a really hard crossword puzzle he's got in there today.
Eva, I'm impressed. I had no idea you had this kind of power.
Well, we all have our secrets.
So if you're a skeleton, how do you smoke? I mean, you don't have lungs. I'm more confused.
Hey, I look good in this, don't I?
Oh, me.
Yeah, well, they say black is slimming.
I'm driving, yeah! I'm driving!
Por favor. I could have walked faster than this. Híjole, I'm gonna miss the poisoning. Domino. Ew, the living still give me the creeps. I can't use my bare hands. I'm a professional. I can't carry the whole package out of here. He's got to shuffle off his mortal coil. Then we can split.
Nice bathrobe.
You're a big fat doobie.
Package upgrades if you care to.
Cut the yap. I want something cheap where I can get some rest on that.
If only they had gotten Danny DeVito.
You know, Manny, I could make this car a little faster if you wanted.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, slam the front into the weeds, tub the rear end, dual blowers popping out of the hood.
You'll get plenty of rest this way, Mr. Martinez, and you'll be safely padded by the foam created when these two chemicals mix, like this.
On second thought, I want to upgrade my package.
Sorry, Bruno, but you didn't qualify for anything better. But here, have this complimentary mug.
No, wait. Can't you find me something where I can move my legs?
Why does it sound like Yosemite Sam?
Bruno, but my
Rascally rabbits?
Real hard ass. I gotta be a hard ass when I got lazy sickle wavers like this jolly boy working for me. Manny, you couldn't find a sale at a yacht club.
I got a sale right here.
I'm talking premium sales, Calavera. Like the kind Domino makes.
How am I supposed to make premium sales with the scumbag clients you're sending me?
Hey! Now you're blaming the clients? I've had it with you, Manny. If you haven't bagged a premium before the next sales report comes in, you're out! Out on the street. No job. No way to work off your time. Just your fancy suit and your big smile and a whole lot of time to kill. Who you calling a scumbag? Why, I oughta...
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick. It's time to take one.
Take one for the team. Yeah, exactly. So he sounded kind of like Yosemite Sam for a little bit too. Okay, that's a weird glitch.
It's locked. This... It's locked. It's locked.
I said something else, but I accidentally skipped it.
It's locked.
Why is everything locked? Ugh. That's the worst. I mean, sometimes it's... You gotta wonder how certain people stay employed and get jobs. I mean, it's especially people like that. Like, people keep screwing up and not finish their work, and they're still employed instead of just getting fired. It's like, oh god, why?
You know, Copal's not really in his office.
Sweetheart, I know what you're up to.
Huh?
You're trying to get me
Hopefully
away
you're not
from my
working
desk
too
so
late,
you can
though.
link all my paper clips together again. Grow up, darling.
Well,
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
Ugh.
Well, at least you're not hitting the bottle anymore.
Hey, Callie, how you doing?
Well, that's good. Because I'm actually going to be ending my stream probably in about 15 minutes or so myself.
I want to ask you a question.
Shoot, slugger.
It's hard to kiss up with a boss with no lips.
Why do you get all the good clients?
You're asking the wrong guy. You should be taking a good long look at the man in the mirror.
No thanks. I don't enjoy that the same way you do. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. For now.
Well, kid, come back anytime.
See you in Limbo, which pretty much you're in right now anyway. Alright, get out of here. Here we go. No, that's not where I need to be. Wrong elevator. This is the elevator I need. Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is the funny thing, it's like, you know, the land of the dead, kind of like a purgatory where you're just waiting to either work off your time like Manny's doing, or sending out for other people, so they smoke,
way up in the air,
exercise,
beer bottles down the message
drink.
tubes. How fancy is that? Huh? Don't you boys upstairs realize the tube switcher is a sophisticated and delicate piece of machinery?
Huh?
You think you're better than me?
No.
Good.
There we go. So I mentioned earlier about like games that were like really kind of obtuse to try to figure out. This game is definitely one of those.
With what?
Why do I need to?
No.
Get out of here. Whoop, wait a second.
Look out below.
It's kind of amazing that I don't get fired for this or sued and have to pay it back. Yeah, obviously damaging company equipment. But of course, they can't see my fingerprints, so I guess I'm safe.
That doesn't sound good.
Just got a notification. Hold on a second. Okay, let's... Nope, wrong button. Repeat.
Server's down again.
What else is new? Just locked an open door. Strange, yet symbolically compelling.
No, don't do it again.
The wheel won't budge.
Let's see. I think I still need to set it anyway. Or not? Not letting me run right now. Okay. There we go.
Oh, not again. You tried to blow this joint sky high? That's a magnesium compound fire extinguisher. Spray that on this packing foam and we'll...
Why would you have a fire extinguisher loaded with magnesium?
What? Why would they put something so dangerous
Exactly.
here?
I guess they didn't expect this room to be full of hazardous waste.
Yeah, magnesium, by the way, burns around like 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty crazy. I mean, you can light dead leaves on fire with that stuff.
Good enough for government work.
Yeah, this is like the most Sierra type game of like the LucasArts games, really. I think it was the last one they did for the point-and-click style adventures, because this one, it's a good game, but it takes a while to get going. I mean, so you gotta really figure things out.
Better take these cards. It looks like a long day of Read them already. Didn't help.
I think you need the playing cards, unless there's something in here I didn't look around for.
Hey, Dom. What's your screensaver password?
Get away from my computer, Manny. Hey, get out of there, Calaver.
No esophagus, I'm not sure I want to clean that up off the floor.
Well, I got...
So we're gonna put something like small into the slot to stop the tubes, so you can get yourself a really good assignment. There we go. No. Yeah, so I gotta find something else to put that in here, but that's not a problem, though. We'll figure that out some other time. Because for now... it's stopping to think about it. It's almost there. There we go. It doesn't want to do it anymore. No! There we go. Let's get the full thing going. I can't rob you of Syphil and Ollie. The best sock puppet show to ever hit television, which sadly, due to like all the songs and different things, will probably never be licensed for home release, which is just sad. So I have bootlegs instead, which will keep me occupied. But for now, thank you for hanging out, everybody. Definitely do appreciate it, watching the stream. So, of course, shout-outs to Nimix, Ronnie, Fico for showing up there, because I know it's ridiculously early in the morning where he's at. I'm trying to think who else. T. Wallace came by as well. The Fior, I think I'm saying your name right here. I'm hopefully not butchering it. I do apologize if I am, for the follow, also for dropping by, and of course any lurkers. So yeah, all good streams got to come to an end for a little bit here, but it's no biggie. So I do stream around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just go ahead and type that into Google, and it will tell you for wherever you are in the world. If you're not following me here, but feel like coming back to the stream and want to know when I'm going to be doing that, just check me out on Twitter at Wurzel555. Usually post up about a couple hours ahead of time if I'm going to be streaming and what I'll be playing. So for my next stream, I'm shooting for hopefully for tomorrow. It might be Thursday. Actually, it'd be 4th of July. I'll be busy getting drunker and blowing stuff up. So let's shoot for tomorrow. And I'm definitely going to be getting back to Super Mario RPG. I'm not putting that one on the shelf yet. I want to definitely get through it and finish that one up. But what I want to do instead is do a Bayonetta 2 speedrun. Basically, it's going to be a derust, because I haven't been able to play for about a month or so. And we have people who are preparing for ESA coming up. Some GDQ submissions that are coming up as well. So I want to make sure that I'm able to keep the game fresh in my mind and show off a couple different things people may have. So I'm going to go and do a derust stream of that next time. Then the stream after that, we'll definitely be getting back to Super Mario RPG. So that's what the plan is. For now, we'll send over to Lord BBH. He's a pretty cool dude there. He plays a lot of classic games. There we go. We'll separate for that. It looks like he's playing The Punisher right now, which is a great Capcom game I've done myself. Played it here in this on stream before. So we'll be doing that, and also Maximilian Dude will probably be starting up playing Final Fantasy VII, the original one there. He actually got to play the new remaster not too long ago, but he should be starting up, I think, in about half an hour if you want to check him out. But for now, thank you so much for hanging out, and have yourself a good time. Let's set this up to raid, and catch you next time. Bye.